All right. Good morning, everyone. It is 8:44 in the morning of January 31st, 2022, and this is my pre-market strategy session. And so today, there isn't, as far as the scanners go, there really isn't much to look at. If it's a large cap, it's red. There's only one green large cap on my scanner. That's Invex. And I really don't want to trade Invex. And then the small caps, there's only one stock that's only like semi-interesting on the large or on the small caps, and it's this FGI. It IPO'd back here on the 25th of January, and it spent the next 4 days kind of finding a bottom here. Now, if it were to open right now, it would open at $5.57, which is higher than its previous daily high on the 25th here. This is interesting. Usually there are lockup periods on IPOs, and so there can't, and it's only, this thing only has a 9.5 million share float, or shares outstanding. The float is 2.56 million. So there can't be a heck of a lot of short selling on this thing. Given there's only 10 million shares outstanding, the lockup period it's got to be at least 6 months away. It'll be interesting. I'm going to keep this one on watch. So this $5.53 level right here is its all-time high. All-time being 4 days, going on the 5th day today, all-time high. And here it is in the pre-market. Here you can see. This $5.53 area is acting right now as resistance. If it decides to break through, retest, and keep moving, then there's definitely a trade there. As of right now, a breakthrough 5.53 in the pre-market. I don't know. Let's see how many shares are traded so far today. I'll pull it up on Street Smart Edge here real quick and see what kind of volume we're working with here. FGI. And so far it's traded 5.8 million shares in the pre-market this morning. So interesting, and I'll keep an eye on it. If it starts to break out and really show some momentum, then I'll play it. Let's see. Next up, and otherwise everything is pretty much kind of in the middle. There are a couple of interesting things here. Let's go to the risk range plays. So the TNX here is in the middle of its range. I imagine that, since it's already sort of come off of its high, the high end of the risk range, this could probably going to start trying to work its way to the low end of the risk range, which ought to be good for emerging markets and gold. And generally, actually, a drawdown in the TNX. We'll see in the yield on the TNX. We'll see how that fares for the broader market. So the S&P, S&P is in the middle of its. Basically, it's actually kind of toward the top end of its risk range. If it opened up right now, so if it gets up here to the top end of the risk range, I've got an alarm set, and I will start to short it if it gets to the top end of the range. NDX, the NASDAQ, is above the top end of its risk range here. So I will be looking for opportunities to start entering into short positions today on the NDX. Russell, so the Russell's in the middle of its range. The VIX, the high end on the VIX is 34.61. The low end is 23.70. And it's in the middle of its range. So there's kind of a lot. The dollar's close to the top end of its range. Looks like it's going to pull back a little bit. This could be just a counter trend move because as of right now, the dollar is looking, this is a bullish pattern right here. Natural gas, oddly enough, is catching a bid here, big time. Gold is at the bottom of its risk range, so I'll be looking for opportunities to go long gold. And then let's see, Amazon and Tesla. Yeah, they're both in the middle of their range. a little bit lower on Tesla. Tesla's sort of at the lower end of its range. So yeah, today's probably, if I take any trades today, it's going to be probably very low risk. And I'll be trading in the direction of the relative strength indicators. So if my relative strength indicators on the 1 minute and the 10 minute start to line up with overbought or oversold. So right now the conditions are looking a little bit overbought as of right now. Pre-market volume though isn't very dependable. So I really prefer to act on these signals during the regular market hours. And so, but as of right now, it's Tesla is looking a little bit overbought on the 1 minute and the 10 minute. On the daily, it's looking oversold here. You can see here it bounced down to the weekend of the relative strength range. Now, what it tends to do from this point is to move up to, the. Usually, after it bounces off the low end, it goes up to the top end and kind of like that. It's not always true, but the better bet is to the long side on this after it's come down, touched it, and moved away. So it actually hasn't come down and touched it right here yet. So we'll see what happens. It can go either way. So yeah, I don't have a high conviction on which direction anything is going except for the NASDAQ and gold. The NASDAQ is above its high end, and gold is really close to its bottom there. And actually, you can see on GLD, I have those lines right here. And GLD, it's come down and tested the support line. And it's possible we could get a move up here from here, but who knows? All right, everybody. Yeah, that's my pre-market strategy session. Not a heck of a lot to glean from it other than the NASDAQ, short tech, and long gold. All right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I will see you at tomorrow's strategy session. I am out.